Well, first of all, let me thank you for the opportunity to do this. And in case you're interested, I'm Pete Hoffmann. I'm the Vice Chair of the County Council at the moment, and I'm representative of the 9th District, North and South Kohala here on the Big Island. My position on GMO, I think, has been pretty consistent. I am not viscerally opposed to GMO. I do think there's probably a whole bunch of reasons that we should continue GMO research. I want to see that research, however, to be carefully controlled, and I do want to make sure that in the future the representatives who are involved, both in politics as well as in the community, have a say on what happens to agricultural policy in general and GMO research in particular on the Big Island. And I disagree strongly with the attempt by the GMO proponents to override our capabilities to interfere or to express our comments, to propose reasonable legislation, and to advocate for specific agricultural interests and policies that are important to us here on the Big Island. I will absolutely oppose any attempts to do that and to surrender any authority to these interests, regardless of who they are, in now or in the future. There are clearly competing interests. And there are a number of different issues we have here on the Big Island which I think should be clarified. One, there is not a stated agricultural policy for the Big Island at all. We are so far behind, in my opinion, in attempting to address these issues on a county-wide basis that we are, you know, to use my analogy of baseball, we have 2 strikes on us and we're beginning to swing at a pitch that we may not even foul off. There's a number of reasons why this has been the case, I would imagine, but confronted with the issue both of GMO interest now and trying to do some good work in public outreach and public education, most of the public have no clue what's going on, have never been involved in this issue, and to the extent anyway that we can find out in the 5 years I've been on the council, there's been a total lack of addressing any aspects of county agricultural policy. So outside of the issue of GMO in itself, there's a need, I think, to establish some type of mechanism within the county. Either hire more people who are engaged in this on a daily basis instead of the one individual that the county has at the moment, provide a reasonable forum for the public to participate in this effort, propose reasonable legislation that provides us with a framework in which we can continue our efforts in agricultural policy in the future, and then address the specifics, not simply the GMO issue, which is only one aspect of this, but how do we put more land into cultivation? What incentives do we provide people, both the farmers and the general public, in order to buy local? How do we manage to become more sustainable as far as our food issue is concerned? And when we do that, then we have an overall policy in which I think all of these issues can work in some form of cooperation instead of seemingly to work against each other. What's important, however, is to go ahead with one aspect of this, particularly the impact that GMO could have on agricultural policy in the state or the county, without addressing some of these other issues, is totally wrong, in my opinion.
Now, this seems all very rational and very complete. What kind of resistance are you getting to something like this?
Well, it's interesting. First of all, I will admit, John, from my own epiphany on this issue. When I came into office, 5 years ago, representing this particular district, which of course has a huge amount of agricultural land, that was not the principal issue that I saw. And I'm not certain it's the most important issue we have. I also am a strong advocate for energy self-sufficiency and a number of land use reforms which I think need to be done. I think they all play together, but bear with me, agriculture was not one of the things I was looking at to try to change, to understand properly or anything else. I've changed my opinion on that, and clearly I believe there's a need to address this on a much more urgent basis than has been the case in the past. What I see particularly happening is a lack of public awareness of the importance of this issue or of the inroads that outside interests have had on agricultural policy now and actually for the past 15 years. I mean, a lot of the GMO things or related research that have occurred have been done legally. Let's not misstate this issue. But they've been done below the radar, and it's been done with a complicity, I think, on the part of many people, both at state and even here on the Big Island, who have looked upon this issue as one in which the entrenched large corporation interest, the monies that are involved there, the possibility for lobbying, the placement of people in political office who obviously advocate on this particular issue for GMO. All of this has had an impact which needs to be at least exposed, and I don't mean that in any derogatory term, but the people need to be better informed so that they can make the decision. And we as their representatives, I think, have every right and have every responsibility to weigh in on this. And if we don't, we shouldn't be in the offices we hold at the moment.